decor lovers. Welcome back to the channel, where we transform houses into dreamy, storybook homes. Today, we're diving into the enchanting world of rustic charm with green accents and gingham vintage farmhouse decor, a style that blends warmth, nostalgia, and nature effortlessly. If you love the idea of a cozy cottage with a touch of countryside elegance, this video is for you. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss our decor inspiration, like if you're excited about this theme, and comment below with your favorite rustic decor piece. Let's get started. Green is the heart of rustic charm, evoking lush meadows, vintage gardens, and timeless farmhouse appeal. Whether it's sage walls, olive throw pillows, or eucalyptus wreaths, green brings life into any space. This versatile hue pairs beautifully with natural wood and worn metals, creating a serene yet inviting atmosphere. From deep forest tones to soft mint, green accents add depth and freshness. Imagine a cozy reading nook with an emerald armchair or a kitchen with herb-filled terracotta pots. Green makes every corner feel alive and intentional. Lighting says classic farmhouse like Gingham, the timeless checkered pattern that whispers of picnics, country kitchens, and simpler times. Whether in tablecloths, curtains, or throw blankets, Gingham adds playful texture without overwhelming a space. Opt for soft red, blue, or black and white checks to keep the look rustic yet refined. Layer a gingham runner over a farmhouse table or drape a gingham quilt over a ladder shelf for instant vintage vibes. This pattern is nostalgic, charming, and endlessly versatile, perfect for cottagecore enthusiasts. Rustic decor thrives on textural contrast. Combine rough-hewn wood, think exposed beams or chunky coffee tables, with woven wicker baskets and soft linen drapes for a tactile experience. The interplay of smooth and rugged surfaces creates depth and warmth. Try a reclaimed wood shelf holding linen-stored blankets or a wicker chair with a fluffy sheepskin throw. These elements work harmoniously with green and gingham, grounding the space in organic charm while keeping it effortlessly chic. Lighting sets the mood, and in a rustic farmhouse, vintage fixtures are key. Think iron chandeliers, mason jar pendants, or milk glass sconces casting a soft, golden glow. A wrought iron candle holder on the mantel or an antique lantern on the porch enhances the old-world feel. Pair these with warm Edison bulbs for a welcoming, nostalgic radiance. Lighting shouldn't just illuminate, it should tell a story, and these pieces do just that. Distressed finishes are a hallmark of rustic decor, each scratch and worn edge adds character. Hunt for chipped paint dressers, weathered farm tables, or time-worn cabinets at flea markets. These pieces feel lived in and loved, making a home instantly cozy. A peeling green hutch or a whitewashed wooden bench pairs beautifully with gingham textiles, creating a space that feels curated over time, not staged. Embrace imperfections, they're what make rustic design so soulful. Bring the outdoors in with dried florals and fresh herbs. A bundle of lavender or pampas grass in a vintage pitcher adds organic texture, while rosemary or thyme in terracotta pots infuses the air with fragrance. Hang eucalyptus in the shower or display a fern in a macrame hanger for a bohemian rustic blend. Plants soften hard edges and reinforce the natural, relaxed vibe of farmhouse decor. Plus, they're an easy, affordable way to refresh any space. Open shelves are a rustic decor staple, perfect for showcasing ironstone pitchers, leather-bound books, and woven baskets. Paint shelves in sage or cream for a subtle backdrop, then layer in gingham-wrapped jars, vintage scales, and ceramic crocks. The key is curation without clutter, each item should feel purposeful. Open shelving keeps a kitchen or living room airy yet lived in, blending function with farmhouse charm. Every rustic home needs a snug retreat, a window seat with floral cushions, a rocking chair draped in a knit throw, or a porch swing with weather-resistant gingham pillows. These spots invite relaxation and daydreaming. Choose oversized, sink-in furniture in neutral tones, then accent with green and gingham for pops of personality. Add a wooden side table for tea and books, and you've crafted the perfect escape. A fireplace is a rustic focal point. Adorn the mantel with antique clocks, framed botanicals, and stacked firewood. Drape a gingham garland or hang a wrought iron mirror above it. In warmer months, fill the hearth with candles or a basket of blankets. Whether stone, brick, or shiplap surrounded, a fireplace wrapped in vintage charm becomes the heart of the home. The kitchen is where rustic decor shines. Incorporate open shelving, apron sinks, and butcher block counters. Display green stoneware, gingham dish towels, and copper pots for a lived-in, chef-ready feel. A chalkboard menu or vintage bread box adds nostalgia. Keep countertops clear but styled. A wooden bowl of lemons or a herb-filled windowsill keeps it fresh. This space should feel warm, welcoming, and timeless. entryway sets the tone for your home, so make it warm and inviting with rustic charm. A distressed wooden bench with gingham cushions, a woven basket for shoes, and a vintage coat rack create instant farmhouse appeal. Add a green painted door or a eucalyptus wreath for a fresh pop of color. A chalkboard sign with a sweet welcome message or an antique mirror completes the look. This space should whisper, "Come in, relax, and stay a while." For a bold yet timeless touch, consider black and white gingham flooring, perfect for kitchens, mudrooms, or even a cozy breakfast nook. If permanent tile feels too daring, try vinyl peel-and-stick options or a checkered rug for a temporary refresh. This classic pattern adds movement and vintage character, pairing beautifully with white shiplap walls and rustic wood accents. It's a playful nod to old-world farmhouses while keeping the space light and airy. Nothing adds cozy nostalgia like hand-stitched quilts, crochet doilies, and delicate lace curtains. Drape a grandma-style quilt over a ladder or layer lace-trimmed pillows on a sofa for softness. These textiles tell a story of craftsmanship and heritage, making a home feel lived in and loved. Mix them with gingham and solid greens for balance, think a patchwork quilt on a sage green armchair. The more imperfect and well-loved, the better. Walls deserve love too. Hang vintage botanical prints in wooden frames, a distressed gather sign, or a collection of antique plates. Black and white family photos in ornate frames add personal history. For a nature-inspired touch, try pressed fern art or a large-scale gingham canvas. The key is eclectic but intentional. Every piece should feel meaningful, not just decorative. Hardwood floors are a rustic staple, but layered rugs add warmth and texture. Start with a neutral jute or braided rug, then top it with a smaller green or gingham accent rug. In the living room, a cowhide or sheepskin throw rug adds luxury. This technique defines spaces while keeping toes cozy. Plus, it's an easy way to switch up your decor seasonally without a full redesign. bedroom should be a sanctuary, and farmhouse bedding makes it dreamy. Opt for white linen sheets, a quilted gingham coverlet, and sage green throw pillows. A knit blanket at the foot of the bed adds texture. For a vintage touch, use an iron bed frame or a wooden headboard with carved details. Keep it simple, fresh, and inviting, like a countryside inn you never want to leave. Even small bathrooms can ooze rustic charm. Try a freestanding tin tub, wooden crates for storage, and gingham shower curtains. Display apothecary jars filled with cotton balls or bath salts for a vintage apothecary vibe. A reclaimed wood vanity with a copper sink adds warmth. Finish with candles and fresh greenery for a spa-like retreat. Extend rustic charm outdoors with a gingham-covered porch swing, mismatched wooden chairs, and lantern string lights. A vine-covered pergola or rustic wheelbarrow planter adds whimsy. For a cozy evening spot, arrange Adirondack chairs around a fire pit with woven blankets. Nature is your best decorator. Let climbing roses, wild herbs, and weathered would do the work. Want unique, budget-friendly decor? Try DIY distressed frames, hand-painted gingham trays, or mason jar herb gardens. Upcycle old furniture with chalk paint, or stitch simple gingham pillow covers. Personal projects add heart and authenticity to your home. Plus, they're conversation starters. Rustic decor adapts beautifully to seasons. In fall, add pumpkins and plaid throws. Winter calls for evergreen wreaths and knit blankets. Spring shines with fresh florals and pastel gingham, while summer loves light linens and wildflower bouquets. Small swaps keep your home feeling current while staying true to its cozy core. Rustic decor isn't about perfection, it's about character. Embrace chipped paint, crooked shelves, and well-worn fabrics. These flaws tell a story and make a home feel real and welcoming. Let go of sterile minimalism and lean into lived-in loveliness. Complete the ambience with wood-wick candles, crackling like a fireplace, fresh-baked bread smells, or soft folk music. A vintage record player in the corner or wind chimes on the porch add sensory charm. A home should feel, smell, and sound as good as it looks. Now it's your turn. Start small, a gingham pillow here, a green accent wall there. Mix heirlooms with flea market finds. Rustic decor is personal and evolving, so have fun with it. And there you have it, 25 ways to weave rustic charm into your home with green accents and gingham magic. Whether you're redecorating or just refreshing a corner, these ideas will bring warmth, nostalgia, and timeless style. If you love this video, hit that subscribe button for more decor inspiration. Like if you're ready to add rustic charm to your home, and comment below, what's your favorite tip? Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, happy decorating.